Keeping cheap jokes relevant, of course, with our intro there. It is another night show. Lego Master Contestants Season 4. We got Alex and Caleb. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello. Great to be here.
Welcome to the show, and hopefully you can last another half hour at least leading up to tonight's episode. So, glad you showed up. That's a good start. That's, something.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Now let's start with, I guess, the most generic question. How was the ride?
Incredible.
Oh man,
Yeah?
a ride. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly a learning curve, I think. I mean, I don't know if that's the case for every team, but I think certainly for me, I was like, if I stuff up one challenge, something doesn't go well, I've just got to. It's just a straight learning curve. You've got to put in lessons from the get-go. So sort of felt the pressure. I think probably mostly on myself. I think from the start, but a fun ride. Let's put it that way.
Oh, if you didn't feel the pressure, you're not in the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
Really, the pressure's there to be had. Let's I guess start with the other obvious one. You guys were unknown to each other before production.
It's true.
Yes. So, what was the lead up to the first? Hey, hello, what's up? Till the first episode getting on the floor, was there practice sessions? Was there, let's just go and get drunk? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what it was? It was Caleb texting me, being like, hey, I've never seen Harry Potter, number one. So first red flag. And then he's texting me going, do
If
you
there's a
even know
Harry
what's
Potter
going on?
challenge, then we're toast.
I think everyone does that.
That's
Everyone
true.
does that.
Wait,
It's true.
What was the next red flag?
Harry Potter. How does that work? Is that not your generation?
I know.
Oh.
Let's not even get into it because
no, but you
it's
know
a
what?
whole
If there's a
thing.
Paw Patrol build, he's in what a legend.
Oh, I'm in. Finally, something I grew up with, right?
Wow, no Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Yeah, we found those texts the other day of me being like, all right, so
It's so funny.
let's just sort of see where we're at from like a Lego standpoint. What do we know, sort of thing. And I was like, all right, let's just start. Do you know what snot is? She's like, I've got no idea. I'm like, all righty. Which after we finished filming, we laughed at quite a lot. But yeah.
So tomorrow's Daily Mail is going to be like, Caleb's never watched Harry Potter. Alex, what WTF is a snot?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the headlines coming fresh off the net.
Alex
Great.
had never heard of Lego.
You wouldn't be the first to go on
Yeah.
Lego Masters not knowing, having heard
Pretty
of Lego.
much.
Ask
Yeah,
cheap
I only
jokes.
started Lego when I started filming too. So, same. It's good.
There you go, man.
Sweet as. I'm guessing, obviously, from not knowing snot to knowing what you know now, that would have been a massive, I guess a nerd learning experience.
Oh, massive. I think I seem to think that how many times can I say I think that I had the most to learn as a contestant. I feel like and I did, just because I didn't know much at all. But it was an amazing journey. Caleb taught me heaps. Everybody taught me like so much about Lego, and yeah, it was amazing.
Can I ask you, Alex? I saw on your Instagram, I think it was your Instagram or somebody else must have shared it. But you're into Star Wars and all that sort of stuff. And you're
big time.
do you build props or something like that? Like built
I
a
love,
C3PO or something?
Yeah, I love collecting the memorabilia, and I built a C3PO, which I
We don't need Star Wars talk. Come on.
If she brings up Harry Potter, make sure to do that again as well.
Tell us about the
keep going, keep
C3PO.
rolling.
Tell us about the C3PO. That's awesome.
Yeah, 3PO, he's just the best character. He's just funny, and I figured why not have a life-size one in your house? And so I did. Yeah, it's made of fiberglass.
Original trilogy, prequel, or the new ones? Which ones?
As in my favorite, or
Yeah.
Oh, definitely original.
Okay.
The best one is hands down Return of the Jedi.
Okay, that's a pass.
Yeah.
That's a pass.
Okay, good. Good.
you get a pass from the master.
Oh,
No,
good.
Empire. I'm an Empire guy. Empire's my favorite.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Basic
Empire
answer.
all day.
Sure. Yeah.
So now, once we just lost the 47 viewers, Do you feel now going to
45
Star
of those
Wars,
were
you
bots,
obviously,
man. Don't worry
your
about it.
Instagram's quite heavy as your C3PO. Do you feel you need to build that out of Lego? Is that
I
like the next
know.
challenge now?
Ooh, that's a lot of yellow bricks, man. But look, maybe.
Come on, as if you didn't
One
take
day.
half of them from the brick pit anyway.
Pretty much. Yeah. Anything they could go in the pockets, left the pit. That's for sure.
So do you reckon there's shows coming up, like actual exhibits and shows you're going to start taking some stuff to now?
Yeah. We're going to. I'm not exhibiting this weekend, but Newcastle. Hopefully, we will be. I think a lot of us are going to that. And yeah, I might be showing a couple of things, which is exciting.
Are you guys going to be at Sydney this weekend? Or
Yeah.
No? Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys?
Not exhibiting,
Yeah,
but we're gonna waltz in and
Yeah.
Are you taking anything, Caleb?
not to Sydney, but I'm trying to work on some things for Newcastle. I think.
There you go. Well, Henry will be there if you need people to need someone to hold the camera to take photos for you. So I'll nominate Henry.
You better have all the rapper renders in real physical built form.
Oh, I'll bring him, mate. I'll bring him for you.
Yeah, he'll bring you the
I want
NFTs
all
on his phone. He'll
68
show you on his phone.
Yeah.
You're a dickhead.
All right, let's talk about the actual Jesus.
Sorry.
He hasn't done Jesus yet. He did Jimmy today, though. That was well done.
All right, let's go in and let's talk about some of the builds that you guys have done and built and gone through.
Let's.
Going back
Let's do it.
go back to the
Oh man.
let's go right back to the one and to the beginning,
The worm.
the space worm. So
Yeah,
did you ask Guy and Danushi for permission first, or
Oh,
I don't remember
jeez.
that build. I'm sorry.
Yeah, neither. I didn't even. I saw a couple comments saying space worm. I did not think about that at all. In truth, they didn't actually really show, I guess, our process of how we ended up with a worm. Originally, it was going to be we're going to have a character that was sort of going to be grabbing this serpent, sort of sea snake by the neck. That was the original plan, and then we sort of saw that Joss and Henry were doing a sort of serpenty thing, and Brickman was like, "You should probably not do that." And I'm like, "Oh, I guess we'll change our idea. We'll have 3 serpents." And then he's like, "Oh, that's not really, what if you had something sort of going like this, bursting out of the ground?" I'm like, "Okay, I guess we'll make a massive sea worm then."
well, at least you took his advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Others don't.
Yeah.
We try.
Can I just say, those characters are awesome.
They're sick.
Oh, cheers.
They're really, really good.
Caleb's a bit of a
Thanks.
sneaky character boss, I reckon.
Oh, that's not what we saw in the first episode. Someone else's character king.
Yeah.
But no, they are very cool, especially
Dollar
the
Dollar in,
whole.
Bilsy. Dollar in. Let's
Yeah.
debate this right now. Dollar
Nah,
in.
mate. Need permission, can't do it. All right,
Yeah.
let's keep moving on before you get me in trouble. All right, the old what'd you call it? There's a name for this, wasn't there?
It's just flying contraption. It's like the old
contraption or
Jack.
Cool idea, man. Wicked
Yeah.
idea, because and even it gets, because like obviously by the second build you get to the realize, okay, crap, we got time restrictions. Shit's gonna happen. If you're building something that's a contraption that can be messy, you just keep slapping it on till it makes it, and it's part of what you had anyway.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't overly happy with our minifig. Everyone, I think, else had sort of real fun, sort of fantasy, sort of related. You can do like a funky corn, unicorn sort of thing that Brickman would really eat up. We sort of had a pilot, and we're like, I can't.
And you kind of got a male.
We're gonna make a
Nice.
massive plane. So what else is there? So yeah, but it was fun to make, I guess.
We got there.
Yeah.
Best part is it's only got one set of wheels.
Sorry, Cheap Jokes.
Love it. Sorry, cheap jokes. And by the way, that looks like a plane. Episode 1, cheap jokes. All right, going into on top of the world. Obviously, smooth and perfect luck for you to have Delta's song.
Yeah.
build.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, even when we were going through it, there was this one and Lexi's that literally yelled out first, the easiest, I guess, description of what the song titles were.
Yeah.
If you had to pick out of the other ones, what would have you guys Obviously, you talked about it. Which one would have used? Would have jumped in and tried to get?
Ooh. I don't know. At the time, I was really happy with what we'd got. I hadn't really thought about it.
What one are you glad you didn't get?
Oh,
Yeah.
Smoke on the Water.
That was the worst one.
Yeah, just would have been a bit.
Like, personally, I don't think they could have done it much better. Like, I think they really nailed it. So they did bloody well.
Hey, we said the same thing. You know, it's a hard song to do.
Can I
I
just
think
say,
I wanted
wait,
Stairway to Heaven. Oh, sorry.
No, go, Caleb. I was just going to say that eyelashes, they're cool. Like I can see that. Are they minifig hands? Like doing the angles? That's cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I also didn't have heaps of time, I think, to really throw it together. We sort of wanted to opt for that sort of like real classic sort of cartoony style. Yeah, I think the one problem for this build with us was that there's only sort of one way you can really do a sitting on top of the world for 10 hours, which is a really big wall.
I think you nailed what it is.
Yeah.
So
It's a bit cubic, but that's all right.
yeah. As we started making the cube, we were like, hang on, how do you turn this into a sphere? And then we just sort of like went mind blank, and
It's all right,
a real
man.
chore.
Flat Earth theory is a thing now, man.
Exactly.
You just confirmed
Yeah.
a lot of conspiracy theorists, reality. They just like look.
They can
take
relate to
fans.
this, yeah.
Any fans we can.
They've started a whole new theory, cube Earth.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm going to go on Reddit tonight and start a new theory. hashtag Cube
Yeah, let's
Earth.
do it.
And this is the logo for
That's the
sure.
flag, yeah.
Jesus. Hey, you know what's funny? I think we had the same shirt, by the way. Is this one of yours, or did they give it to you?
How funny.
Oh no, that's one of mine.
Yeah, good taste, man.
He's going to
Every
be
episode, I'm like, what was Bilsy wearing? That's all I was
That was
thinking.
one of yours, Bills. It would have been down to his knees, mate.
I didn't. Okay, I'll take that. Good on you. Jeez. Let's move on
Okay,
to
we
the
can
art.
skip this one. We can skip this one. Just skip it.
What are you talking about?
I think even after being in the bottom
Oh.
last night, that is our worst build. That guitar.
This is. Yeah, we're glad it didn't show it, but
Yeah.
so many things went wrong with this build that we were really unhappy with this. Yeah. I mean,
This is
look,
being held
it's kinda-
together. Yeah.
It balanced though, right? It balanced
By-
though, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It balanced by some miracle. It balanced. We wanted to see it on the floor, but it managed to hold
did.
together.
No, it just mate, if it balances, you just take it as it is. Mate, it works.
Yeah.
You've got the brief. It's
Yeah.
floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
That's it,
short sell
you know.
yourself. Definitely not. Now the old to new.
Oh.
yeah. Oh.
Woohoo!
Tell us about
Is
this
this
one.
your favorite? Is this your favorite? I feel like this is your favorite. That's why
I
you guys are
really like
excited.
this one.
This,
is
yeah,
fun.
it was-
I think this is really us, and I think that we had a good time doing it. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun with this. We just were like, why can't we just do something fun and cute? We said it had to be something super serious. And so that was when we realized sort of what things I think Alex and I both individually like to do. I think this was the start of a new way of a team dynamic. So I love throwing together like the front of the cinema. I love sort of little architectural wall thing. So it was super fun to just play around there. And while Alex was pumping out like mouse after mouse or mices, I think that's what I said on the actual episode was mices.
You know what you got to do now? You got to literally go and buy all the parts for the mice, and that's going to be your signature. You're at a show now. That's like your signature. Everyone's got sig figs. Yours is going to be the sig mice.
It is downstairs.
Yeah.
I forget it.
Pump out all. It's probably cheaper than getting sig figs anyway.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, moving on.
Ooh,
So
Cutaway
this
was
one,
really fun.
What's that?
Cutaway was really fun.
Yeah.
And we will talk. I don't know if you've seen our episode when we're talking about
haven't.
it. That we thought that it was dirty, and actually Dan brought it up that he gypped you on this, on
Yeah.
the little
Oh,
big
no
time.
comment
Slime.
this time.
the drip. Like, come on, man! Like, out of all the things, like you really
man.
want to,
Can you
Talk
cut
about that?
liquid? I don't know,
Yeah.
but
like
It's
consider. Okay,
hazardous waste. I didn't want to touch the tiles or remove it. Not my fault.
But like in context of what else was there, as in flat cut. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours had that one thing, whereas I think it was Joss and Henry's had heaps that wasn't within the cutaway, and it was completely overlooked.
It's hard.
Yeah,
the
and then
funny
even
thing
like,
for us was we put it on the last 30 seconds. We just thought, wouldn't it be fun if we had this like tiny little Drews to sort of play into the effect? But
yeah.
Boots.
But yeah, it definitely came out really cool. For sure.
It was a good build.
Like, as a build, yeah. All right. Bridge. Let's get into the bridge.
Oh, bridge. Bless. The bridge.
Your aesthetic story kind of sucked a little bit, just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
But,
Look,
you know,
there were no
if you
Justin
really
Henry on
think
this
about
one.
it, if you were coming up against the boys' aesthetic, you would have won, even though the story wasn't solid, you know what I mean? But,
yeah,
you know.
Heavy Boy
they
didn't have a
kind
lot
of-
going on.
No, just won by a pure brilliant accident. and done bloody well.
You know what happened with this bridge? I think when we were testing the pillars, we were shaking it like real aggressively. And I think maybe it was probably me, it got a bit excited. And so when it came to put the top on, it was out by like a third of a stud. Like we could just not shift this tower. And that's essentially where it came unstuck. We just could not like get it down.
We actually think we might have, moved one of the actual platforms down the bottom, because we sort of, when we'd measured it all up, we put the bridge on, and there's sort of the sort of back right corner wouldn't clip into place. And so the whole thing was just sitting up. And so by the time
I can't remember, how did yours clip at the top? Did you technic pin the bridge to the pillars, or was that brick held?
Yeah, so the original idea was it's braced on the inside, but it was going to be locked in from the outside and the inside on both ends. But we could only brace it on the outside of one of the sides at the end.
Okay.
So it was pretty disappointing. So when time was up, we're like, if we don't come last, that'd be nice. And so we sort of ended up middle of the pack.
So next time when you go and break for lunch, make sure you come back with super glue.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know. Make the most, right?
All right.
Hey.
What was this one called? Fat Dragon, was it?
Fat Dragon.
Bluey or something.
Yeah,
I
Bluey.
had the name on here. Monkey Beast. I can't remember what it was, but no, what a freaking cool challenge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, but pretty cool.
Oh, the challenge was out of like, and we said this a few episodes ago to Henry, and we we're talking about it. Like, your actual challenges are next level good.
Yeah,
like
it's been a lot of fun.
All of them, but the
So
bridge
jealous.
challenge so far I would have loved to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like bridges.
This was such a good night. Everyone was just having such a laugh, like flying the drones around.
Yeah.
Brent, that's actually a good. Good statement. Like Brent said, good challenge, but why limit it to just dragons? Was there anything chat-wise in the brief behind the scenes why they made it just dragons, or it was just?
No, I'm really not sure. I think it was just maybe the play on of like dragon race.
I think it's maybe like, why do drones if it's not a flying sort of animal?
Yeah. But
might have been to keep the judging more like related if it was on the
true.
one topic. So dragons for whatever reason, but because there was a theme, it made Brickman's judging on aesthetics more fair. Yes,
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean,
I can't believe you actually got it to hit a post. Like that. Like how many teams hit a post? I was like, of all the things,
Three of them I think down themselves.
It's just like wow.
Yeah. Eesh.
That was I don't think I'd laughed so hard. Minus probably one or two other times I think in the season. I think it was just people going like, all right, I'm going to do this. Let's do it. Let's get the bonus point. Let's win. And then they just sent it straight into a poll in 5 seconds. It's just.
Did
like,
you get?
we felt
did you get
bad,
much
but it's
flying
pretty
practice?
funny.
Did you get much flying like naked drone practice before?
No. It's like
They
up
let
and
you
down
run
in the
up and down the
studio.
grass. Yeah.
And
Actually,
up and
you know what
down
I did
the
notice.
parking lot.
Give me a second. I'll bring up my other photos, and you guys were different. You can answer me. You can answer the question, but everybody had an iPad except for you. You had a phone.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that's true. Not sure why.
Because I love my videoing and droning and stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. Everyone's got an iPad, and then there's a photo of you. Where are we going? Hold on, episode 7. Let's see if I can bring it up.
Flying it with the phone. Flying it with the phone.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean, right?
Yeah, like
No,
the
just
monitor.
using it for view.
See the boys? So you
Yeah.
watch the camera through the iPad, see? So they got an iPad, go to Nick and Jean, iPad, and then watch. Go to, I think it's a really good photo of, I put it in the thumbnail of Caleb. Where is he? Yeah, and then look, phone.
Yeah, true. Disadvantage, guys.
Oh, wow.
That's a good shot of me.
Wait,
like,
is Caleb shocked or having a fart? I'm not sure.
All of the above, I think.
look at Brickman, it's clearly a fart.
Yeah.
It's like,
That-
let's run a
that
competition.
dragon is
Caption
hot.
this photo.
It was, I think, in the episode, I think it was when Joss and Henry smashed their dragon. Brickman just lost it. Did you see him just cracking up at it? I was like, he's roasting people, he's laughing at people, he like
Lexi got a
points and
phone too.
laughs at them.
Mm,
Oh man.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Not the only one.
yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Drone flying is a skill, though. You can either do it or you can't. There's no
Was
like,
it hard?
I'm kind of good at it. You're either
Because
good at
someone
it.
else was flying. That's what it was. Is you know what you know when you give like your little kid just here's the PlayStation controller not plugged in, just play with it. That's what they've done for you. Here's the control of the phone, and there's someone at the back with the iPad really flying it for you.
If you had seen me flying it, I can assure you that no one professional was maneuvering that dragon.
Sardo, I'd say it would have been a battery issue or something.
If,
for sure.
if you saw the minute and 45 seconds it took her to actually just get it on the ground at the end, you'd know it was 100% Alex driving it.
And then obviously followed up by Grandscapes,
Hmm.
and yours was cool. Like obviously, you know, I found it funny when he said something about the windows with the grandma.
Yeah, the
And
lack
it's like,
thereof.
man, the amount of funny comebacks you could have had about, like, you know, like a grandma, like in a cave or like, you know, just you meant it, but you know, obviously the microphones are on and they heard you say shit. There's no windows, and they've picked you up on it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't
that
even know if
was.
we like twigged that there was no windows.
I
Well,
think I had 30 minutes was when I
Yeah.
started the cottage. It was, oh man,
Rough.
yeah, that was
It
stress
doesn't
town.
stick out like there's no windows. So obviously he was just trying to look for something.
Yeah.
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 Are you guys using burps or no?
No. Bloody
Oh,
Nick
well-
and Jane took all the burps.
Nick and Jane took, I think, every single burp. So we found 6. I think there you
Yeah,
go.
and then they
6,
are.
7.
And then the stairs into the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Oh, that's the thing.
Honestly,
So
I think,
go.
Oh, we're not big fans of this build at all. And
No, it's
rightfully
not just
so,
that,
I
man.
think.
You got to think too. Like people don't realize, like, you know, it's the countdown and the time's not full of shit. Like you're literally panicking to the last minute.
Yeah.
And if you finished early,
man.
Brickman's going to tell you to build something bigger because you can't stop there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
So no matter what you do, and you know, now that same with us, armchair critics, we can sit back every episode and be like, we would have done that. Why didn't you do this? You idiot. You know, look how clear it is there. It's just the way it rolls.
It's hard. And we're
like-
pretty quick builders, I think. But yeah, we're still getting it together, I think, and it was just a bit rough.
Burps and no windows. Yeah. Have out of any of the episodes up until obviously this one, you know, lucky you guys never got eliminated. See you later, Bronco and Max, and we'll chat about that when we get them on. Is there anything that you're like, oh man, they didn't show us doing this, or they didn't show this side of the build, or why didn't they show that?
It's hard to say.
Like, you know, your
Honestly-
guitar car, like, you know, nah, the other side was the better side. Where's all the photos from the other side? You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Yeah, or any Easter eggs that you put in there that you thought, oh, this will be gold, and then it just never made it to the cup.
I think a lot of build process stuff, they sort of, you know, I think quite initially the first couple of builds, especially when we were working each other up, was sort of, we had quite a lot of different ideas. It was quite a long process. I think for the destruction challenge, for example, we didn't start building the flying contraption until an hour and a half in to those few hours. We were like, I've got a pilot, I can build a blimp or a plane. And we're like, none of those are exciting. And so we sort of just sat there for ages, just going, we have to make something fun. People are making pumpkins and corns and
and then you get back to the hotel room at night and you come up with a million really good ideas.
Yeah. That's always the way.
I think it was Nature of the Beast. Nature of the Beast.
The dragon actually, I spent quite a while. You can't see it, and Brickman pointed it out in the feedback, but the middle is made out of bus seats that fan inwards, a bunch of blue bus seats, and the eyeballs are like, I don't know if you can see that. There's bus seats that fan inwards. As part of the body. There's a minifigures helmet for the eyeballs and stuff. And so we spent quite a while trying to integrate those things. Brickman, I think one of the feedback Brickman said was that, you spent a long time on getting bus seats, but you couldn't really notice it because it's the same color. So we learned a few things about color and time. Last app.
Lots of tiers of elimination. I thought Brinko Max going to make top 3. That's the nature of the beast. The best of the best can go at any time, any moment. It definitely does happen.
Yeah, if you're just stuck creatively or having a bad day, or it really can be anything. It's just,
and like that one, being lucky, you might have a double episode where, you've flopped on, say, the drone, but you've come back and killed it on the Grandscape, or other way around. You've done really good on the first part. Oh, by the way, elimination on the second half, and then you crush it. Perfect example. Look at me and Kale. We won that. What was it, Henry? What was before the apartment?
I don't know anything you won.
I know. I remember it was the one Henry cheated on. So we beat Henry, the one he cheated on the parrot. We had to pull the parrot down and rebuild.
That's it. The parrot one, you guys won. That's it.
And then the next episode was the apartment, and that was the worst disaster in the world. So luck of the draw. And episode 7, you guys are still sailing along, which is awesome.
We're making it work.
You got some fans waiting for you outside the room, mate.
So I live at a residential college, and so I've been watching every episode with 70, 80 of my friends from uni, and they've been going nuts. They're all sort of around here at the moment. They're all queuing up.
Look
at the 7:30 go time. So last night was a real riot. We did a massive watch party as well. I think a couple of episodes ago.
How much are you guys recognized in the street now?
None. Not at all. Not at all. I sadly still have to tell people my name. We saw a post on Twitter the other night that was like, "Oh, we're not seeing much of Caleb and Christine."
Caleb and Christine.
I was like, great.
I think one of the videos the Lego Masters Australia posted said Alex and Rachel instead of Alex and Caleb on top of our build.
Wow.
Who are these people?
We'll have to wait for a few episodes before actually testing.
No, I mean you can at least you can tell you both genuinely obviously liked it, and coming out chatting and still going strong obviously, and going to go and do all the as much as you can as far as shows go.
Oh, totally.
We are creeping on 7:30, so we obviously got to let the people in the chat and watching us go and actually check out tonight's episode. Tonight's episode, people, is spooktacular. And there is some wicked builds tonight. And actually, yes, your guys' build. I just tried to. It made me laugh, and you guys will know why. Just keep an eye on the name of their figure. Keep that in mind when you watch tonight's build, and it'll make you giggle a little bit, and then you'll realize why. But really, really good build. Alex and Caleb, hopefully we can get you back on, before it's all over, and we'll have another chat once you've left the show. And thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
See you guys this Saturday.
Pleasure.
Woohoo! Till then.
See you this weekend.
Thank you. It's lovely chatting to you guys.
Give it a plug this Saturday. Give it a plug.
Brick Build Sydney this Saturday at Homebush Bay. So it's going to be the first Sydney show we've had in ages, probably 2 years, the first big Sydney show. So it's going to be great.
See all these guys there.
And we'll be back tomorrow with more guests, 7 o'clock. So we'll see you tomorrow.